Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive today into a crypto platform. It's called Bitmining. You find it at betmee.com. And what we're trying to figure out is, are these claims they're making legit? They're talking about passive daily returns starting at 2.5%, going all the way up to like 6% a day. Is it real or something else?
It definitely has all the hallmarks of a high-yield investment program, an HYIP, that make it sound really easy to get started. You only need about $3 worth of crypto
Hmm.
converted to USDC to begin, but then it scales up massively. To get that top rate, the 6% daily, you've got to be a VIP 8 investor, and that means putting in over $300,000.
Wow, 6% a day. Let's just pause on that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just high, is it? It sounds almost impossible.
It's mathematically unsustainable, really. If you actually calculate that 6% compounded daily, we're talking returns over, what, 4,000% a year? No real mining operation, doesn't matter how good they are, can promise that consistently. That number alone, honestly, should be a massive red flag.
Okay, and there's this weird thing too. If you sign up, they make you log in every single day, and you have to like click a button, which seems odd. If it's passive income, why the daily task?
Yes. That's a pretty standard trick, actually.
Yeah.
It's what some call the activity illusion.
Mm.
Our source material is pretty clear. Clicking that button doesn't actually do anything related to mining or generating returns. It's there, most likely, to make you feel like you're participating, like you're earning it. It keeps you engaged, logging in, checking your balance,
Yeah,
you know?
right, right. It makes psychological sense, I guess. But hold on, if they're bit mining, surely they'd have some proof, like pictures of mining rigs, addresses.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Uh-huh.
But that's where it gets really concerning. The transparency is, well, it's just not there. We found zero information about who owns or runs this thing, no company registration details, no physical address for any offices or mining facilities, nothing. And maybe unsurprisingly, they're not registered with any financial regulators. No licenses mentioned anywhere.
Hmm.
We did look into that. The domain name was registered back in August 2022, so a couple of years ago. But it was done privately. And interestingly, our sources point out, it was only recently updated and actually started being used for this scheme around August of this year.
So it looks like it was maybe set up quickly.
Feels that way, yeah. Like a pre-planned setup activated recently. A bit of a rush job designed to maybe look more established than it is.
Okay, so if they're probably not mining and the returns are mathematically impossible, the big question is, where's the money coming from? How are they paying people?
Well, this is the classic answer for these kinds of schemes.
Yeah.
The money comes from new investors joining the platform. It points directly to a Ponzi structure. The only actual revenue stream we could identify is network marketing recruitment. They've got this MLM compensation plan. It's unilevel, paying commissions 2 levels deep. So you get 14% on people you directly refer, and then 8% on their referrals. Think about it. If you could genuinely make 6% profit daily, why on earth would you pay out 22% of all new money just for recruitment? You wouldn't need to.
But some people are getting paid, right? Especially those initial small returns. Doesn't that give it legitimacy? Someone puts in $3, gets a few cents back daily.
Ah, but that's the hook. Paying out those tiny initial returns is incredibly cheap marketing for them. It costs them almost nothing. But it generates those crucial proof of payment screenshots, positive testimonials, all the stuff the MLM recruiters use to convince bigger investors. They use the small fish to catch the whales, those VIP 8 people putting in hundreds of thousands. It's all about encouraging those huge deposits.
And then inevitably the recruitment slows down. What happens next?
Then the whole thing collapses.
Yeah.
It has to. The entire system depends on fresh money coming in constantly. As soon as recruitment dries up, the cash flow stops, and that's when they pull the plug. The crypto world calls it a rug pull.
Mm.
The website disappears, the owners vanish with the funds, and almost everyone, especially those who invested large amounts later on, loses everything. Catastrophic losses.
Okay, so let's sum this up. Bitmining, betme.com. It looks like it ticks all the boxes for a scam, doesn't it? No transparency, no registration, no real proof of activity, returns that don't add up, and it relies completely on MLM recruitment.
Exactly. All classic signs.
So the takeaway for you listening has to be, if you're looking for genuine passive income in crypto, stick to projects that are registered, transparent, and offer realistic, sustainable returns. Definitely not MLM-based HYPs.
Absolutely. The evidence here points overwhelmingly in one direction. It makes you wonder, though. Knowing that these schemes often pay out small amounts at first, just enough to build hype and trust, what makes people ignore the obvious structure? What's that calculation in their head, that mix of maybe greed and FOMO, that lets them risk huge sums when they kind of know deep down that it's designed to collapse for most people involved? Something to think about next time you see promises like 6% daily returns.